There's two methods to house train a puppy. I'm going to explain how to do both of those so you can choose which one works best for you. But first we got to cover some rules to house train a puppy properly. The first thing you need to know is that when you house train a puppy, roughly however many months old your puppy is, that's how many hours they can hold their bladder. So a 2-month-old puppy, you should expect to take them out to go to the bathroom roughly every 2 hours. 3 months old, 3 hours, 4 months old, 4 hours, so on and so forth. And the times that puppies, and all dogs really, have to go to the bathroom is very, very predictable. When your puppy first wakes up, after they've eaten, after any sort of play, and after any sort of excitement. These are 4 times that puppies most likely are going to have to go to the bathroom, and you should be taking them outside to try. Now, dogs and puppies are creatures of habit. They love routines. You want to try to get your puppy into a bathroom routine, and more importantly, feeding routine as soon as possible. If you feed your dog at the same time every day, they're going to go to the bathroom roughly at the same time every day. If you're feeding your dog at 6 a.m. one day, and the next day at 8 a.m., and then 10 a.m. the one day because you're really sleeping in, and you're back to 6 a.m. the next day, your puppy's poop schedule is going to be all over the place. Obviously, there's a limit to what we can do as humans. We've got our own lives, we got to work, we got to do all sorts of things, but try to get as close as possible to get into a consistent routine for when you feed your dog, because that's going to then make when they go to the bathroom much more predictable. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to put going to the bathroom on command. And not just going to the bathroom, but getting ready to go to the bathroom on another command. Whenever you're going to take your dog to go to the bathroom, I want you to pick a word or phrase that you're going to start to say to your dog. And it can be whatever you want. Do you need to go outside, or let's go outside, or outside? Do you need to go potty? Potty time, let's go. Whatever you want, it doesn't matter. But pick a phrase or a word, and when any time you're heading in the direction with the intent to take your dog out to go to the bathroom, I want you to just say that word. Every 2 to 3 seconds. Potty time, potty time, potty time. And the puppy will start to associate that whenever I hear those words, that means we're going to the bathroom. And then when you're actually outside, while the dog is peeing or pooping, you're going to say your second word. Again, it can be whatever you want. Go pee, go poop, go potty. It can be whatever you want, but it's got to be something different than the word you use to be going outside. What I used with my dog was very simple. Our word for going was outside, and then when he was there, go pee. That was all I needed. It works very well. So we've taken our puppy outside. Our puppy's going to the bathroom. They're starting to pee, and we're saying our word, go pee. And remember, when you're saying that word, don't be super excited and crazy. We don't want to startle a puppy and make them stop what they're doing. Just nice and calmly, you say the word, go pee, or go poo-poo, whatever you want. This is the important part. The second that pee stops coming out, you walk over to them, oh, good dog, that's so good, so good, so good. And you're gonna give them 3 treats. And not dog treats, but human level quality food. Tiny pieces of chicken, of steak, of hot dogs, of cheese. And they're only gonna get this when they go to the bathroom outside. Finish peeing, oh, that's so good. 1 piece of chicken, they chew, chew, chew. 2 pieces of chicken, chew, chew, chew. 3 pieces of chicken, chew, chew, chew. And we start to show our puppies that, oh my God, nothing is better in this world than go and pee outside. When I do this, my owner talks to me, they tell me how cute I am, and then they give me 3 pieces of chicken in a row. I'm gonna do this as much as I possibly can, milk these guys for all the chicken they got. This is the fastest way to teach our puppies that this is what we want you to do. And if you want to take this even a step further, do 3 treats for pees, 5 treats for poops. Another thing that you should do is try to keep the same exact spot for your dog for where you want them to go to the bathroom, particularly the surface they walk on. For example, when your dog is walking on grass feels very different than walking on cement, than walking on gravel, than walking on tan bark. So if we always take the puppy to the same surface, it's another signal to the puppy that this feeling of gravel is where we want you to go to the bathroom, and this feeling of gravel is the only place you get those 3 pieces of chicken. So try to be very consistent with where you take the puppy out, making sure that it's that same sort of surface and same consistency. And at the very start, if your puppy is struggling to go to the bathroom outside, there are actually scented sprays that you can use to spray where you want the puppy to go, and it attracts them to pee and poop there. I'll put a link to some of them in the description below if you want to take a look. Now, another kind of fun idea that you can do is giving the dog a way to alert you of when they need to go outside. And this is a good thing for people who don't have automatic dog doors where it's up to the dog to come back and forth. What you do is basically just hang a string of bells from the doorknob, and every time that the door opens, the bells make sound. The puppy starts to see and associate that when those bells move and make sound, it means the door opens. It doesn't even require any extra training on your part. You just open the door and bells ring, the dog starts to associate that. And then over time what happens is the dog goes, oh, these bells make the door open. I wonder what happens if I nudge it with my face or whack him with my paw. And then when the dog does that, you go over, you open the door, and the dog goes, oh wow, there's magic over here. So just another little cool thing you can do to help your dog to alert you to when they need to go to the bathroom. Now, let's talk about accidents. Because guess what? Accidents are gonna happen no matter how good you are. I'm a professional trainer. My puppy had accidents. They're called accidents for a reason. They're accidents. You can't stop it. But how you handle them is absolutely critical for your dog. The old school mentality was that when you found a puppy accident, you take their face, you rub it in the pee, you rub it in the poop, tell them, no, bad dog, bad dog. This is the absolute worst possible thing you can do. And doing this will make house training your dog 10 times harder. When you come around the couch and you find a big pile of poop and you rub your dog's face in it, your dog does not understand you're mad because they pooped in the house. Your dog thinks you're mad because they pooped, period. And then your dog goes, oh, these humans are crazy. I gotta poop, but they get angry when they see my poop, so I guess I better hide it. Now I'll go poop behind the chair, I'll go poop under the table. I gotta find some place to hide my poop because these humans don't like seeing poop. Punishment or reward has to happen essentially while the behavior is happening for it to be effective. So if your dog pooped 30 minutes ago, there's no point in getting mad or angry or punishing them because they don't understand why. All you do is teach the dog to then hide where they go to the bathroom. So if you discover an accident, there's nothing you can do. You clean it up, you move on. Accidents happen. Now, what if we see our puppy about to have an accident or we catch them in the process of going? You're turning down the hallway and you see your puppy getting ready to squat. You're gonna go, ah! And we're not doing this to be mean, we're not doing it to be angry, we're not mad at the puppy, we're doing something to instantly startle them and snap them out of that behavior. And then the second that we do that, then we're gonna use whatever the word was we chose to go to the bathroom area and we go. Come on, outside, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And we take them outside, we give them a good 3 to 5 minutes, don't just take them outside, wait 30 seconds and come back in. Give them a solid 5 minutes to go to the bathroom. The second they go, oh, that's so good. 1, 2, 3 pieces of chicken, hot dog, cheese, whatever it was. We don't punish them. We just do something to interrupt and startle the behavior. And then we take the puppy out. They go to the bathroom, come back in. Life goes on. Now, one thing you need to understand about cleaning up accidents though, there's an enzyme in dog urine that when the dog goes, it attracts the dog to want to go back to the same spot. This is why so often you'll see dogs in dog parks marking over the same spot. They're always going to the same area. So you need something that breaks down that enzyme so the dog is less likely to go back and pee over there again. The best thing that I would recommend is something called Nature's Miracle. It's just a little spray you buy. I'll leave a link to the description below if you want to check it out. I highly recommend getting a bottle. It's a very important tool for house training. So those are the basic rules for house training a puppy. Now let's get into the actual 2 methods we use. Number 1 is crate training, which is something that's been around a long time. The concept behind crate training is we put the dog into a crate that is only big enough for them to turn around once and to stand up without hitting the top of their head. The idea is that dogs do not like to poop and pee where they sleep. So by putting them in a small confined crate, it's going to force them to try to hold their bladder longer so they don't have to sleep where they pee and poop. Now, as a general rule, I am against crates because I think that they get abused far too easily. There's a big difference between having a crate down with the door open and a dog choosing to go in and out as they please versus us locking a puppy into a crate and forcing them in there. Does crate training work for house training? Yeah, it does work. It can be done. But it's a lot more work on us humans. When you lock the puppy in the crate, that means that you've got to set a timer for a 2-month-old that every 2 hours you take them out to go to the bathroom. And that means even during the nighttime when you're sleeping. There's no off time with crate training. If you're gonna go to work for 8 hours a day, you cannot leave a 8-week-old puppy in a crate for 8 hours. You've got to have somebody who's gonna be willing to come over every 2 hours for your 8-week-old puppy to take them out. When it comes to training our dogs and puppies, I always prefer what is the easiest thing for us humans, because I like doing things the easy way. Making unnecessary work for myself is not something I try to do. And this is why I created the pen training method instead of crate training. So what you're gonna do is buy one of those. They're called X pens, where it's a pen that you can set up. They come in different configurations as far as width goes and as far as height goes. And a lot of them are really cool because you can actually buy multiple ones and connect 2 together, or if you really wanna be luxurious, connect 3 together for your puppy. And basically what happens is anytime we're not able to supervise the puppy, instead of going in the crate, they're gonna go in this nice big open confined pen. And this pen's got plenty of room for a nice bed, for a water bowl, for toys, but most importantly, it's got room for pee pads. So what you do at the start with an 8-week-old puppy is in this pen, we put down about 6 pads. We cover a fairly significant portion of the pen. So when we're asleep at night, for example, we put the puppy into the pen, and over the night, the puppy's probably gonna have to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times. Instead of us waking up and having to go take the puppy out, the puppy just pees on the pads. And because there's about 6 of them in there, there's plenty of area for the puppy. We're training him to go on those pads. What we start doing then is every week though, we're gonna pick up one of the pads. So the following week, we now have only 5 pads down. Puppy still's gonna pee on one of those 5 whenever we're not around. Great. Next week goes on, now we're down to 4 pads, down to 3 then, down to 2. Finally, we only have 1 pad in the little puppy pen. And now that it's been 6 weeks, the puppy has a very clear understanding of what that smell is and that's where they go to the bathroom when they're in the pen. Now, while we're doing this does not stop us from taking the puppy outside. You still want to be taking your puppy out as often as humanly possible to go to the bathroom outside and reinforcing them to go there. The only time they should be going to the bathroom on that pad is when they're confined to that pen and you're not home or able to take them out. So then what happens is you want to start looking for how often is the puppy peeing on that single pad when confined. And you'll notice as the puppy gets older and can hold their bladder longer, they're gonna start peeing on it and pooping on it much less often. Especially since they know that when they hold their pee and poop to go outside, it's much more exciting because peeing and pooping outside gets 3 or 5 pieces of chicken, whereas pooping in their pen doesn't get them anything. So when you start seeing very, very, very little pees and poops on that pad, that's the time to finally pick up that last pad. And then I would continue to confine them to that pen, probably just for another month to be safe. But now you can pretty reliably consider your dog house trained, and it's just on you then to continue to take him or her out to go to the bathroom. To me, this method is a no-brainer. It's so much better for the dog. You can leave puzzle toys in there for them. You can leave water in there, other toys, the nice big bed for them. It's so much more comfortable and enjoyable for a dog than being locked in a crate. And it's so much easier for us humans. We can sleep through the night without having to get up. If we want to go out one night for 4 or 5 hours, we don't have to worry about rushing home to get the puppy out of the crate. It's just a much more convenient way, in my opinion, to house train a puppy. So make sure you follow all those rules. I would really suggest pen training over crate training. And you do this, you'll have a house trained puppy in no time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you need any extra help with your dog, check out my website, brightdog.com. See you next time.